Welcome to EZGlutenFree. Today I'm going to show you how to make delicious crab cakes when you don't have the $20 to $30 a pound they charge you for backfin or lump crab meat. This version is a nice alternative at a fraction of the cost. And besides being really economical, they're also nearly as good as the real thing. To get started, I've got 8 ounces of imitation crab meat here, and after breaking it apart, I've added 7 ounces of it to the bowl of a food processor and reserved the remaining ounce for the next step. Now pulse the machine 5 to 10 times or until you have the large chunks broken down into about half-inch pieces, then transfer it to a medium bowl. Add the remaining ounce of crab to the food processor along with 2 slices of bread with their crusts removed, and process until they're both very fine. Now add 1 egg, a tablespoon of mayo, a tablespoon of A1 steak sauce, and a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. Then process until you have a pretty smooth paste and add it to the crab. For some kick, I like to add a heaping teaspoon of crushed cherry peppers and vinegar, and I like to add this outside the food processor so the peppers don't get minced any smaller. Now stir until everything's thoroughly combined. Then, to make it easier to form these into cakes later, divide the bowl into the number of crab cakes you're making and chill for about an hour. And I like to use a rubber spatula to mold them into patties right in the bowl. Then you could use that same spatula to scoop them right up. Now to fry them, preheat a large cast iron or nonstick skillet to a medium-low heat with a tablespoon of oil and a tablespoon or 2 of butter. Then carefully add the crab cakes to the pan. And this might be the hardest part since they're very fragile until they start to cook and firm up a little bit. And once they're all in the pan, you could use the spatula to mold them into shape a little better, but don't attempt to move them for about 3 or 4 minutes so that you won't disturb the crust. And once they start to look a little golden at the edges, flip them all over and let them cook for another 3 minutes or until they're golden on the second side, and then they're ready. Snip over some fresh herbs if you want, and once you and your guests dig into this and see how succulent and delicious these are, I can almost guarantee that no one will ever guess how inexpensive they were to make. And if you need a printed copy of this recipe, you could always visit my blog at the link below. And for brand new recipes every week, don't forget to subscribe. See you again soon.